So I saw that you gave your life to Christ, right? I saw
Yes.
you got baptized.
And so instead of taking my life, I gave my life to somebody who wanted it. That's why I want to tell people about Jesus, not because I'm not trying to like run up my cards of like, you gave your life to Jesus today, check the box, give it to me so I can run up my stats so I look good. Like I don't care about that. Like I got transformed from something that felt incurable, and because of that, like I want to share that opportunity with people.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. What was that like?
Getting baptized. I didn't grow up like religious. Like it was there, but I wasn't forced to be Christian. I wasn't forced to tap into being religious or anything. And really, ARod knows, like I had the worst. 2025 was just like the worst year of my life. I got put through the absolute ringer, and I was struggling mentally. I genuinely didn't want to be here, and I sat down. I talked to him about all my feelings, and I was just like, this weight on my chest. I can't. So the fact that I started reading the Bible, I started tapping into my faith, and I just felt like it was like a breath of fresh air. I got the weight that lifted off of my shoulder, the anxiety. I'm way less anxious than I used to be, especially about certain things. So then I was just like, I want to be reborn. I want to be baptized, and that's what happened. And obviously, when you're baptized, it's not a snap your finger and you're perfect. I still sin. I'm still imperfect, but it happens. But I'm still thriving to be a better person, and give my faith and be on fire for my God.
And it's crazy because like my story, I can kind of get down to my story because I went to a Christian school, so like you're force fed.
CBA.
Yes, you're like, unfortunately, like if you're not really have that belief, because I grew up in a family that didn't have that belief, like that was crazy. So like I didn't really have that fire for God. So like obviously I had the, oh, there's a God, but I just live my daily life, and then you're force fed, like you don't understand what they're saying, and then I didn't really care. I got out of high school. I was riding a dirt bike like in the streets of Schenectady with my boys. I hit a like the wire on a power line, and I had a seizure. I could have died. And that day I was like, okay, something kept me here. I'm gonna open up the Bible. So I started opening up the Bible. Didn't really understand it, but like I do have to say, like I'm still
Let
learning.
me cut in. What shoes did you have on?
Oh, the upstate New York shoes, that everyone likes to flame, the ones with 200,000 miles. Those shoes were and I never. The craziest part is I never wore those shoes until we started streaming again. Ollie's like, that has like, because I told him like what like the meaning is behind them. He's like, they have a meaning. Wear them, and they're funny. Like they have a funny. So I started wearing those, but just knowing that day, like I could have died. I'm like, all right, something's keeping me here, so I'm gonna try to get closer to God. And I got my fire with God. Like last year or the year before was really crazy. I do have to say, like I'm open about it. I do like time with God or try to do it every Sunday with my viewers and stuff like that. But it's crazy because like end of the year, I kind of lost it. I lost my spark a little bit, and I'm still trying to find it because we're not all perfect. I'm not trying to become lukewarm. I want to become a person who's really strong with God and show people that you can do it, even with those low times. You just got to trust him,
Mm-hmm.
because bro, like we've gone through so many lows. Like we've gone through some lows this summer. Even though you see these highs, we've been at some low points, knowing that. I remember after the Jadon stream, my car broke down, and we're like, how the fuck are we get home? All right, train. I didn't pick the train till 10, so we're sitting in the streets of New York City, barely any money, and we're like, all right, we just gotta thug it out and shit like that, bro. There's so many. We've
My
had so
best
many.
friend got into a motorcycle accident right after that stream. Had to be there for him for like 2 months.
Almost died.
So like just like a lot of jabs thrown at us this whole year. And also I told him, which I'm starting to appreciate the outside life because I dedicate a lot of time to being on camera. And I was telling A-Rod, I'm just like, I love I love being in front of camera. Like this is amazing. I love it. But like when I'm off camera, it's just like the reality of just like all this real life shit hits me. So that's what I was dealing with, all that heavy weight. But now I'm starting to, when I tapped in with God and my faith, I started to appreciate that more.
I feel like we also started appreciating because like we would just like during the summer when we're not streaming, we'd just go on drives up to Thatcher Park, think about life, think about our future, and just vibe and just
Like,
like
we spent a lot of time together off camera, like locking in.
yeah, bro. Like we'll just talk about life. Like that's how I know he's my brother because like we'll be sitting. I remember at Thatcher Park one time and we're just like, yo, how are we gonna do this? Let's just keep grinding. We got this and just like getting deep, talking about God, talking about like a lot of friendships you don't understand. Like you can't really talk about God because that's just how men are. But like I think you should be able to have a circle, which our circle we can talk about God. Another
Absolutely.
thing is crazy. Our connection. The reason why we're so connected. Our drive back from New York City.
Oh,
I play
yeah.
this one song. It's like a more girlish song. And he's like, I was like, I'm about to turn it off. I'm rushing to the phone because like you don't play that around the bros.
You don't play that type of shit around the bros.
Uh,
Was it the Tuesday one?
yeah, the Tuesday one with
Mirror or some shit like
the
that?
one girl. It was like a really more like heartfelt song. And he's like, nah, keep this on. I'm like, wait, what? And then we go song for song.
Because
Like,
certain, look, when you around the bros, you can't play certain
so
music.
true. Yeah.
So I was like, yo, like, you listen to this type of shit? I'm like, this like non-rap shit? He was like, yeah. I'm like, let's go song for song. He's going song for song
We
for
did
like
a
a
2-hour
2-hour car ride. And I'm just like, nigga, we locked in. Like, I would never play that shit around the homies. And
But
the fact that we bump,
now
crazy.
we've really learned to just open up and just be like, we don't care. Like, well, that's our music. Like, obviously, I like a little rap, but like, that's our music. That's the type of music we like. We like music that has meaning, and so like, that's how we knew like we were bros, and that was definitely that was a really crazy moment.
How do you conquer lust?
lust, to flee from it, to run from it. Temptation is strong. You can't fight that shit head on. To be honest, you can try, but to give yourself to God and to flee from it. Don't fight it head on.
And yeah,
Honestly.
I feel like also like we don't have all the answers because we still deal with it. But I think the best way he says flee from it. And I know it's hard as like the age we're at. We got social media, so you're on your phone and then you see something, you're like, oh, or like you're going out to parties and you see all these girls, stuff like that. I know it's hard. I know it is. I mean, we deal with it every single day, but it's more of just like my one rule is like if you're having that part of like you're really lusting, think about God in the room. Are you gonna do it if God is over in that corner? Nah, you're not. So that's one of my best like things I learned is always think about if God was in the room. Go to the Bible. If you're having that thought, go to the Bible. If you can't go to the Bible, clean your room or just get something off your mind. Go after your goal. Do like if you have a dream, start working on that dream when you're having those thoughts.